Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? I'm happy to bring to you the final weekend of the Eternal Champions Series. My name is Dilbo Daggins. That is Dilbo with a B. I'm super excited for this, man. Wildcard round 3, finals tomorrow. Oh, it's all been leading up to this point. It's going to be great. Thank you so much for tuning in today, everybody watching. I am joined today once again by my good friend Bizra. He's here keeping the energy up. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you so much for having me. As Dilbo said, I'm Bizra, aka Bizra Hacks. I'm one of the most ferocious guild leaders on the North America server, and man, last weekend was wild. Today we're going to bring it back to the jungle as teams battle for their chance to win $25,000 in cash and prizes. I'm happy to be here, Dilbo. Thank you for having me.
It's going to be an exciting one, man. We've had 6 qualifier rounds, 2 wild card rounds. We got the last wild card today and the finals tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait to see what the competitors today are able to accomplish. Crowfall is a PvP MMO that currently added this new game mode called Hunger Dome, which the entire Eternal Champions series is all about. We got a quick little video to show you guys about the game mode, and then we'll talk more about it afterwards. So stick around. We'll be right back right after this.
Welcome to the Hunger Dome, the world's first massively multiplayer online battle arena. A competitive PvP match where 12 teams fight for control of a dying world. Each team has 5 players. Bring in your favorite Crowfall character or select from a list of max level archetypes. Teams begin on the outside of the map and must avoid the collapsing dome of fog or face elimination. Fight monsters or scavenge for equipment. Capture strongholds to bring fallen teammates back into the match. Each game match lasts 30 minutes, or less if you are eliminated early. Good luck, Crows, and may the gods lead you to victory.
So that's a little bit about Hunger Dome. Make sure you go to crowfall.com, sign up, get into the beta, experience Hunger Dome with your friends, and then also experience everything else that Crowfall has to offer. It's a lot of fun. I know me and Biz, man, we play it probably too much for our own good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. It's important to sign up now because as players get in there, they're going to take all the good names, man, and once you're there, you can sign up, obviously, for your Twitch drops. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I'm just excited to see what these teams bring. And, these sponsors, man, have really set it up for these guys in the end. And I think Dilbo is going to tell us a little bit more about that here.
Yeah, speaking of our sponsors, we have our signature sponsor, Razer. We got to thank them. Thank you so much for Razer for hooking us up with their Chroma Series integrated peripherals. They got their Naga mouse, their Black Widow keyboard, and their Siren microphone. You can get that connected with Crowfall, and everything will light up as you're casting abilities and all that type of stuff. So thank you so much for Razer for sponsoring the entire Eternal Champions series and helping putting on this awesome show and awesome tournament and providing things to our competitors. Now, Bizarre, our competitors, they're not the only ones that are going to be, winning stuff while competing. We're giving back to you guys via viewing this Twitch stream and for supporting Crowfall throughout its entire development process. For the first time ever, Crowfall is doing Twitch drops. Bizarre, we have some awesome Twitch drops for people to win today. What can they pull out today?
Yeah, we want to thank you guys for being here first and foremost. Every 15 minutes, you're going to get a drop. Today, we've got the purple Hungerfied Spider Mount here. Really sweet how they did that. Just got to say that. Sorry. Purple Dragon statue coming in hot for your EK or your personal kingdom. It's the player housing at Crowfall. Then we've got the Valkyn's Condemnation Sigil. That'll give you some more crit strike there, plus 2%. We've also got some hot drops for you tomorrow for the final round. Twitch guy, the Crowfall guys stepping it up here. We've got the Purple Throne for your EK again. We've got a Gold Hero Sigil for 2% crit strike. And then we've got a Crow Spirit Totem of Devastation that gives you 2% damage bonus. So be sure to stick around today and tomorrow to get those rewards every 15 minutes. And be sure to claim them in your inventory on Twitch to get them directly into your inbox in game. It happens right away. So be sure to check that out and make sure that happens.
So make sure you go to crowfall.com/Twitch, connect your accounts. Even if you don't have access to Crowfall right now, say you signed up for a beta and you're waiting for that invitation, or you just haven't pulled the trigger on purchasing the game yet, you can still get your account linked up, and you'll still have all these awesome drops whenever you do start playing Crowfall. And those exclusive drops you can only get through this Eternal Champions Series tournament, so those won't be available anywhere else. And then also make sure you just have this stream open and the players unmuted. Otherwise Twitch drops gets a little bit messed up. So yeah, make sure you go to crowfall.com/Twitch, get that all linked up. And it's just a good way, we've been giving back to you guys for supporting Crowfall and supporting the tournament. All right, Biz, what have we gone through to get to here so far, man? We've had 6 qualifier rounds, 2 wild card rounds. Man, it's been a heck of a ride to the final weekend of the Eternal Champions Series. Why don't you catch everybody up, lay out the landscape of the current brackets that are moving into the finals?
Yeah, man, it's been a battle. These teams have been practicing for the last few months to get to these final moments. We had the qualifiers here, 1 through 6. You can see the team lists run down there. Those are the teams that moved directly onto the finals. But last weekend we had wild cards 1 and 2. Murderous Muddle of Marauders there, just sneaking around, backcapping people. Thunder from Down Under coming in hot in second place. And then last Sunday, man, I got to give it out to most memorable player was Staff there on the Titan, just ripping through people like a savage. But those guys were pretty hot. And, it wasn't always the team with the most statistics that pulled through with House of Ari, Praise the Mayonnaise coming in first and second on that wild card too. Vanguard White has got to be the notable third there, coming in like a shark, just attacking everyone they saw, trying to get early round eliminations and just bringing the heat. But they didn't pull through. They didn't get that top 2 spot. And we've got House of Ari, Praise the Mayonnaise moving forward to tomorrow. And today's the last kind of wild card here. Delbo, what do we see about House of Ari here?
Yeah, so while House of Avari may not have gotten as many kills as Vanguard White did in the second wildcard round, they played very strategically, Bizra. They took out all of the teams that were in their way when they absolutely had to. They took fights when it mattered most. And we see this composition that House of Ari ran here, and this is a really strong composition that we've seen from a few other teams. They got that Warden, they have the Titan, the Paladin, the Arbiter, and that Secutor. I mean, this is just a really stout composition. And and it's not just necessarily about the composition too. I mean, it's the players that played these classes. Crowfall is such a high skill game that you can have 2 compositions laid out the exact same way, but one player is going to be better than the other. And for instance, Staff on that Titan, man, just being able to hit those nutty net pulls all day long. And then the Secutor as well, just being able to perform really well for his team, hitting the good chain pulls, using that Force Mage to be able to push people out of the circle in the very end. It was a great showing from House of Avari and all of the wildcard competitors, but really at those end circles in both of the wildcard rounds last weekend, that's really what mattered. It mattered on taking the fights when it was most important to them.
Yeah, for sure. And I got to give a shout out to the guy Mars from the House of Art team. He played the Arbiter real well and laid the heels down thick. On this team here, Praise the Mayonnaise, Sorelia was playing the Inquisitor. Speaking of, top-notch heals, laid it down with some thick Fire of Lives. And what that does is not only give a big AoE group heal, but it also prevents death for 6 seconds. Coming through with a cleanse too, that gives you immunity to bleeds, disease, and damnation poison. It also will amplify your resistance to those. So this guy just comes through huge, providing the support role for his team and being the leader. Just laid it down pretty much.
So congratulations to everybody that has made it into the final so far, all of the winners throughout the 6 qualifiers and the first and second place winners through wildcard round 1 and 2. So we got two more teams that are going to move in from winning or getting first and second today, moving into the finals tomorrow. So man, it's really shaping up to be a great match, Biz. So one thing that we've been doing to give back to everybody is via Alienware, right? Biz, we have that sponsorship with Alienware. They're going to be hooking up our competitors with those laptops. If you go to the Crowfall Game Twitter account and you retweet this image with the number of Ganetians that you see, you're going to be able to get an awesome piece of Crowfall swag. So go to the Crowfall Game Twitter account, retweet the image with the Ganetians, and Biz, these we say it every week, man. These wallpapers are they're just awesome to look at.
Yeah, we got to get these on the website. We'll have to talk to somebody about that. But look at this picture, man. I love I love the effect on it. And look at that Hungerfied. That's a bear there. That's mean little ferocious thing. I wouldn't mess with him. But go ahead and retweet that Crowfall game Twitter with the number of Ganetians, and you can get the T-shirts here. Pretty sweet.
Get yourself a piece of Crowfall history. Thank you so much for Alienware sponsoring the entire Eternal Champions series and giving back to our competitors and to the wonderful viewers that have decided to take the time out of their day and support us and support Crowfall and support the tournament. So, all right, Biz, today, man, we got a wild card round 3, final wild card round. It's the, the last day of the playoffs, as you can say. Man, we got a heck of a lot of really good teams competing today. I'm really excited to see what they're able to pull out. We got 2 interviews coming up as well with some team leaders. And Biz, why don't you go ahead and talk about some of these teams that are going to be competing today, what you're expecting to see, some of the big names on this list.
I'm really excited to see some of these guys. We've got some top teams from some of the most active guilds in Crowfall here. Drop Dead, UXA, Greater Than Zero, representing Death, a Beef Brigade with looks like some guys from Unparalleled, House of Winter, a mix of Winter Blades and House of Avari, Hardbringers bringing it back, Murder Hobos with Winter Blades, Average Joes from the Dad team, Vanguard Black is back, man. Those guys are murderous savages. I'm super excited to see what they bring, see if they go for those early round eliminations again. And Happy Dogs coming in. I love the name, man. My favorite meme name has got to be Beef Brigade, man. I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how all these teams compete. Vanguard Black, they hold the record right now for the most kills in one match. Yumix on that Archmage, and man, I'm just excited to see how all these teams compete. Just so everybody knows, we had 2 disqualifications. All Gas, No Brakes, and Skeleton Army are both disqualified for today's match, but it's still going to be a great match, Bizra. I'm super excited to see how all these teams play and see the based on how Vanguard Black played last time, see the aggression from that team this go around.
I don't know what they're gonna do, if they're gonna do the the comp that we've been seeing that's been like more glass cannon heavy with Yumix on that Archmage. It seems like they really have the backbone to support it. The healers really coming through and making sure that he doesn't die. It's really important on some of these classes that are wearing leather to make sure that you have guys that play really good support classes. Nothing's really hard to play in Crowfall, but to master, it does take some time. And these guys, Vanguard Black and some of these other teams, Greater Than Zero, Drop Dead, just to list a few, have been practicing hard. We're talking about the last 8 weeks of practice leading down to this one weekend, boiling down to $25,000 for the winning team tomorrow and another $25,000 in cash and prizes scattered to the rest of the teams. Man, it's just I never thought Crowfall would get to the point where they have rewards like this or prizes like this for the players, and it's just really exciting to see them giving back like this.
So we're going to be jumping in with our very first interview. He has decided, he take the time out of his day before the match to come grace us with his presence, answer some of our annoying questions. Zivu from Drop Dead. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining us. Are you excited about today's match?
Hey, yeah, we are really excited. Still got a little bit of jitters before the match.
Yeah, likely.
We're looking forward to it. There's a couple strong teams that we're on the watch for. Making sure that we keep our heads above the water, though, before Castle.
Yeah, the competition is pretty fierce today. Do you think we'll see a similar impact on the match today because of the new hunger buff? Like last week was pretty aggressive. Do you think it's going to be like that today?
I definitely think like that. I think there's a few teams that are in this wildcard round that really benefit from that buff, and they are just going to go absolutely to the wall, just mowing over teams. It's almost sad that some teams got disqualified because you wanted to see them fall.
So yeah, I mean that buff really lays, helps out those teams. But as we saw last weekend, it wasn't necessarily about the teams that were just mowing down everybody. It was about taking strategical fights, right? So how do you approach a fight when you're as a team leader? How do you approach a fight before you go in? How do you analyze that situation, knowing if you want to take that fight?
So a lot of what you look at is what your team has available for mobility or gap closers, whether you're mounted, that kind of stuff, what cooldowns, and if there could be another team that could come up. Like I know a lot of teams are scared of taking keeps, for example, because it pushes the numbers down where you only have 4 keeps for 12 teams. So you're pretty much assured another team will come up, or another 2 teams will come up. So it's kind of taking into consideration what other teams could do, and also seeing if your team can adapt to that before you make a choice.
Are you guys going to be, without giving too much strategy away, are you going to be running for the treasure or just playing it smart? We see a lot of teams just going for, those high impact spots. Are you going to play it safe or be aggressive?
A little bit of both. We have been practicing a comp that we are getting pretty confident on. We think we can win almost every fight confidently. But we're going to pull it back a little bit, play it smart too. So it'll be a fun match.
Awesome. All right, Zivu from Drop Dead, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck today. Looking forward to talking with you after the match as well, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All righty, man. It's always cool talking to people from the community. Putting some faces to some names and seeing these guys. I mean, a lot of these guys, Biz. We've played with a lot of these guys for a long time now, so it's cool seeing their faces and hearing their strategies. We got another interview coming up right now with Beef Dad from Beef Brigade. Love the name. Love the team name. What's up, Beef Dad? I'm excited to see how you guys perform today, man. What are you looking forward to in today's match?
Honestly, just having fun with the team, seeing how everyone performs, and just seeing how far we can get.
Awesome. How long have you guys been practicing together? I see a bunch of names that I recognize and some new faces.
Yeah, honestly, we've been practicing together since maybe the first Hunger Dome announcement. I mean, the ECS announcement is when we all got together. I had a bunch of other people in the team to begin with, but they all dropped out, so we all had to pull something together with people we didn't know, and it's been great so far. So, I mean, we're fresh together, but we've put in a lot of time together as well.
Overall, your experiences throughout Hunger Dome, I mean, you've been testing it, you've been doing it nightly, basically, I assume, practicing and stuff. What's your overall feel of Hunger Dome? You're competing in this tournament. Do you think it's going to be as competitive as it has been throughout, all this practice for this tournament, or do you think it's going to be kind of just a fun time to be able to play with your friends going forward after this tournament?
I feel like it's going to stay competitive, definitely. I mean, it's a great battle royale at heart. I mean, people have gotten really into it, and especially, I mean, the viewership for the tournament has been doing great. It's been going up and up, so I think it's an interesting thing to watch, and I think people are going to want to stay on the top, especially the top guilds that are playing it daily.
I got to ask the question no one's asked yet. What are you going to do with the money?
Pay off debts, man. What else is anyone else going to do with it?
That's a good one. All right, Beef Dad. Appreciate you, man. We'll be checking in with you after the match, man. Thanks so much for stopping by.
No worries.
All righty. So we're gonna be jumping into this game shortly here, Biz. But we gotta say hi to our spectators. They're the ones that are gonna be able to get all the shots for us and everything. Coming up first, Furious, the man with the lucky beard. What's going on, man? Who you watching today?
We'll see if that luck can keep going. Vanguard Black and Beef Brigade actually is who I'm going to be checking in with, or hope to keep checking in with during this match. And I'm looking forward to another wild card. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is seeing if the 2 teams that make it through today can carry that mojo into the finals and win it. So that's what I'm kind of ready for.
All right, Furious. Well, appreciate you, man. We'll check in with you throughout the match and after the match as well. Coming up next, Rufio. You know him, you love him. We missed him last weekend. He wasn't here, but he's gracing us with his presence this time. What's up, Rufio?
Hey guys, it's great to be back. I definitely missed some awesome matches last week, but I'm so happy to be back. Today I'm actually going to be following the House of Winter and of course Drop Dead. So two different teams with great different strategies. So I'm curious to see how both of them do. I expect a lot of aggressive fights out of one of them and maybe a little bit more strategic play style from the other. So we'll have a great match today watching those guys.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Rufio. Checking with you later. Coming up next is Equinar. He's going to be getting those awesome top-down shots. Like always, what's up, Equinar? What you expecting today?
I think just like everybody else, I'm expecting a lot of fighting. We have Vanguard Black back. They absolutely killed it in their qualifier. Harbingers likes to fight a lot, Murder Hobos, so I'm expecting a lot of early fights today.
I'm excited for it too, man. So we'll be checking in with you throughout the match. Thank you so much for joining us. All of the spectators, thank you so much for all of them joining us, like always. All right, Busy. We're getting into this match, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens today. I'm talking to those two team leaders got me really pumped up. I'm excited for all of it. But we gotta pay our dues once more. We gotta thank the advertisers, the people, our sponsors, the people putting on the entire Eternal Champions Series for us, helping make this possible. Alienware with their their laptops and giving you guys that awesome t-shirt from the Crowfall game Twitter account, and hooking up all of our competitors and sponsoring this, along with Intel. Our Core i9 10th generation processor helps Crowfall run buttery smooth, and our signature sponsor Razer with their Chroma Series integration on their Naga mouse, their Black Widow keyboard, and their Siren microphone. Get your Chroma Series integration peripheral connected with Crowfall, have everything light up at your casting abilities. So thank you so much for all of our sponsors for doing that. All right, Biz, we're jumping into the match here. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Let's see what these teams are up to, man. We're wild card round 3 begins right now, chat. Going in with Rufio. Rufio, you're in with our boy Zivu. We were just talking to him, man. What we were getting in a little late, so catch us up.
So these guys just went straight to the hunger, and I know you guys asked him earlier, but he went straight for that the loot, the big chests that have great loot in them, and then they've been sticking together, keeping close. They don't want to get too far spread out, and now they're just looking for some good loot.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see how this team plays, man. You know, it's always fun talking to these guys before the match. Biz, I mean, we've seen this multiple times. We've seen people rushing for these chests, and these chests are, they're really important to have. And it looks like they're just flying through this, man. They got those chests, and now they're running to this fort, Bizra.
Yeah, this match is going to be decided in 35 minutes, Dilbo. We will see who advances to tomorrow's final round. A lot of these teams are just going around right now. Some might be taking the early res at the fort, going for the chest there. Other teams are just in hunger camps looking for treasure. But it's very important that they spend their time wisely in the early rounds of this match, because anytime they waste in the beginning that they could be getting gear, if they wasted fighting or just not planning their time well, it could end up hurting them in the end. So it's very, very important that these teams are being smart and working together. Like I said, it's a 35-minute match, and a lot of these teams already come in this game with a plan. So it's important that they all execute and do what they're supposed to do.
So it's good seeing this team coming and rushing this fort here. In about 2 minutes, the outpost that everybody spawns in the beginning of the match those will go down, and you won't have a resurrection point. So having this fort early on kind of gives you, that safety net. And as you can see, they're checking this vendor out here. This is a picture of a rare vendor. The forts actually have an uncommon vendor, which is the green gear, but the gear and the vendors really do matter throughout the match. And as you're moving closer and closer to the center of the match, or center of the map where the castle is, the vendors get better and better. Rufio, can you get a good look at all of the composition of the team, all of the players? Where are they playing? What are you seeing?
So I haven't really checked them all out yet, but it looks like we've got a Myrmidon cleric, and I thought I saw a Frostweaver up there. Actually, I definitely did. And then, of course, the Warden. You guys, we all love the Warden with his the traps and all the trap master damage that can definitely be output, which is absolutely insane. So definitely see a Warden up there.
It's really nice seeing, this Titan, that little sunflower is on being picked up by a lot of. It's a really high skill class, so it's nice seeing all of these players picking up the Titan and giving it a little bit of a love. We're jumping over to Furious here. It looks like you're with Vanguard Black, that team with the white and black sigil, as you can see there on the left there. They're going to be trying to get this Griffin. Furious, go ahead and catch us up. Do they just run straight here, man? What were they up to?
They hit a couple of hunger towns. They hit a bank. They actually hit the vendor then at one of those banks, and they noticed that no one had really gotten here. They had one guy kind of scouting out while the rest of the group just kind of pillaged those chests, if you will, and then trying to go for that early Griffin while no one's really around, taking full advantage of it. I did get a chance to catch up with Beef Brigade as well, and looked like they were getting in on an early fort, getting in some vendor time, making sure they're getting all their guys geared out, looking to push in, I'm sure.
So, Bizra, you know, we see what Vanguard Black's doing here. It looks like they pulled that Griffin out of the center of this area, and they're killing it kind of like right on the edge. As a guild leader yourself, you're probably really aware of different positioning and what teams do out in Dregs, which is the open world PvP version of Crowfall, and in Hunger Dome. What's the importance of what they just did there as far as pulling that Griffin out to the edge of this area where it spawns?
Well, what they did was they pulled it kind of in a pocket there between this keep and the area where the Griffin spawns. And the reason they're doing that is just visibility. You know, the effects in this game can be seen from afar. So anyone sees you fighting that, they're going to come after you. Now, Griffins drop jewelry pieces, and when you die, you can actually drop those on your corpse. So it's very it's one of those things where if you get it early game, it's going to help you a lot. But dying with those jewelry pieces is really going to cost you. Like I talked about earlier, it's important to see you know, how you spend your time and where you're putting your time to make your money and get your guys geared. But these guys are very smart. They're very methodical. It looks like they're going to go Griffin fighting here.
Yeah, good luck to them getting that other Griffin. We're going to be jumping over with Equinar here in a second. Looks like we got a big fight going down at a fort. First fight of wildcard round 3. I'm excited to see how this one turns out. Now, there's no outpost resurrections currently available. This is Beef Dad with Beef Brigade, the black and orange crest there. He just went down. That's extremely unfortunate for him. It looks like Beef Brigade maybe losing this fight a little bit. Equinar, how did this fight start, man?
Beef Brigade just decided that they were going to run up to this keep that already had the House of Winter team in it. And turns out they could not actually take that fight when they thought they could.
Yeah, guys, it looked like they got 3 kills there. House of Winter got 3 kills against the Beef Brigade there.
So Beef Brigade not realizing that the gear that they had wasn't going to be enough to be able to pull that fort, or maybe they didn't think that there was a team there when they went up. But now it looks like they're going to be trying to scatter, maybe trying to backcap another fort. Forts are going to be available for another 8 minutes now, I want to say, as far as resurrection points. It looks like Demos is going to get, he's going to use that Confessor ult and get out. All right, so we're going to be jumping over to Bizra with another fight. We'll keep you updated on this. Equinar will let us know what happens in just a moment. Bizra, you got another fight going on at a fort, man. Catch us up.
Yeah, my team here, Greater Than Zero, led by Death, is battling for this capture. Now, the spawns that these guys start at are inactive, so this is really a monumental fight for these teams. It's going to be very important to see what they do. Both teams just kind of volleying back and forth. Looks like the enemy team here doesn't have as much gear as my team, Greater Than Zero, but they're holding through. They're putting the pressure on, it looks like, and they're not going down so easily. Looks like they're going to put big pressure on Scipio here in the back of the screen. If he can hold it together, though, he is on the Frost Guard, which is the Frostweaver tank, so kind of a bad target for them to be on. It looks like they're switching to Gopher in the back. Okay, let me move us over here to Gopher. He's getting piled on. It looks like they're just going to try and get him down with stuns here.
So
kind of a
Greater Than Zero is the team with the black sigil, or that blue sigil. Well, it's the red and white is the big sigil, actually. So yeah, I mean, they're just fighting over this fort here, but this is a hard fight to win, Bizra. They don't have this resurrection point. The team that they're fighting with the brown and black sigil there, they own this fort. So they have this resurrection point. So every time they one of them dies, they can just get right back up. So this is really a really difficult fight to be able to win. And Greater Than Zero, they're going to do their best to win this, but I'm not sure if it's a really strategical fight. I feel like they should probably be trying to back out of this.
Yeah, they're spending way too much time fighting here without anything happening. I could see if they were making big damage moves, but they're really not. Both teams are just kind of slapping each other here. early game plays, man, cost you late, you know. So I don't know if this is a smart move for either team to be fighting here for lots of minutes, but I think you know, we're in the final rounds here, and these teams got something to prove. Looks like they're going to make the move on Sheikah here, who is this naked Frostweaver. Let's see. They're going to switch targets again, though. It just looks like they're slapboxing here, Dilbo.
Nobody's being focused down, man. They're not. Neither of these teams are really being organized in this fight. They really need to focus down the squishiest member of each team and try to focus all of the damage. Crowfall is a really coordinated type of game. You have to work together with your teammates to be able to focus down one person to then get the numbers advantage to be able to continue to win that fight. And if all the damage is just spread out, you're not going to really make a difference. I mean, we're in with this Templar here, Antrax and Artec. He's on this Templar, and he's just going to be putting down circles and just standing here trying to, you know, I don't see the reason this fight, Biz. I really think Greater Than Zero, which is the team with the red and white sigil, the big red and white sigil there, they need to get out of this fight. This is not good for them. They can definitely go down. There's no way that they have a resurrection point if they're spending this much time at this fort, Biz.
Yeah, it's like when you're kids and you're slapping your siblings with those pool noodles. You're not really hurting them. It's just it's fun. But I think that's the point here. These guys are just getting some stat pattern or something here. But I think one of them is going to move out of here.
So we'll jump back in this. Bizra's going to keep an eye on this and let us know. It does look like they're retreating. We're going to be jumping over with Furious here. He's got a three-way fight going down. Furious. Looks like they're already fighting over this keep, man. Vanguard Black at it again, going up against that Winterblades team. Catch us up, man.
Yeah, the Vanguard Black team heard some abilities going off up top. It was an uncapped keep, and I guess they didn't realize that there was actually an engagement going on between two parties there already, actually between Beef Brigade and that Winterblades team. With the green snake sigil that you see us following kind of right now as they're trying to chase him down. Yeah, it was a three-way fight, and I think they realized that this Vanguard Black third-party team that we're on right now came to join in. They're like, well, we gotta back out of this. There's these guys third-party, and we've seen this in the past. We know how bad that can be.
So yeah, I mean they got off of that keep, but I saw on the screen the keep got backcapped by one of the other teams that was in this fight. They are just chasing down this team. This is a little surprising to see. Maybe they know that they don't have a resurrection point, and they see that these are the last three members of this team. Not 100% certain, but Yakuza's going to demount here on that frost guard, try to get a slow or a stun off on one of those members, but they're gonna, yeah, it looks like Vanguard Black is going to turn and try to collapse on Bear Kills. Bear Kills is going to go down there. Now we just got Princess. I can't read the rest of that name, but one person did get out, so they won't get knocked out by losing Princess here. But yeah, that was just I mean, Furious, we've seen this every single one of your teams that you spectate is like this, man. They just chase everybody down. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like Beezer likes to say, these guys are sharks, man. The Vanguard guys they do not care. They'll hunt you down until you're done.
All right, Furious, we'll jump back in with you later. Catch us up when we do. Going over with Rufio. Looks like you got another fight. Rufio, big fight going on. What's going on, man?
Yeah, so Drop Dead was over here just about to take this keep, and then all of a sudden Soul Reaver's team showed up and started attacking him from behind. But it's been a good fight so far. I haven't really seen anybody going down yet. A lot of damage going out, but great heals from both sides. This the Arbiter, or this Cleric, is just doing some work too. It's great to see some great heals and a lot of DPS.
Yeah, that Arbiter's been a really high pick throughout the entire tournament. We have Drop Dead here is the team with the green flower, and the Harbingers team the Harbingers. That is the blue and yellow spiral looking crest there. I mean, Biz, we've seen this Arbiter on a lot of compositions. Why has this Arbiter been such a high pick throughout the entire tournament?
Not only do they have like really high HPS, they also throw out some CC, and that's been huge for these matches, because most of these fights are taking place in a little area You know, this is a pretty big dome, but most of these points are pretty concentrated. So any AoE damage or AoE heals or AoE stuns are going to be really effective in a lot of these environments. Now, you know, it doesn't look like this fight's really moving in one direction or another. And we talked about, you know, those fights that last a little too long that, you know, maybe we shouldn't have. But I think these guys are just slapping back and forth, seeing if they can break one another. It's really just going to be a test of skill here to see if either team goes down.
Nobody owns
castle,
this. Yeah. No, neither team owns this keep, and it does look like one person is getting a little low, or Harbingers, but he maybe was able to heal up. We have Vashan here on that Warden. We've talked a lot about this Warden, but I mean, Rufio, you play Warden yourself, man. So why don't you talk a little bit about what this player Vashan he's looking for in this fight? How is he going to be able to make a difference to help his team win this?
Well, he's just making sure he's got Trapmaster off, casting that as soon as it's up off cooldown, and just keeping the traps down. A lot of AoEs, and it just does so much damage.
So it looks like Harbinger is going to be dipping out here. They realize, all right, this fight isn't worth the time. They may have lost one or two people. I know some members are definitely getting a little low there. We have somebody on Harbinger's popping a bandage right there, trying to get back up. Man, you know, Drop Dead, they're on the chase there. They're trying to make sure they can get this a limb here, because I mean, nobody owns this keep. I'm wondering if somebody owns a fort. Forts are about to go down here in the next minute and a half. The forts will no longer be available to be resurrected at. So I'm excited to see if this is going to be one of the first eliminations we see. I mean, Biz, you're in your advice as a guild leader, like what do you think Harbinger should be doing in this fight? I mean, they're just seem to be backpedaling, but then not really committing to the backpedal or the re-engage.
I think today's just for the marbles, man. These guys not only want to win, but they want to show they have the muscle, you know. They are live to thousands of people, and I think they're just excited to make sure that they show the muscles that they have. So I think these guys are going to try and bring it if they can. But, you know, there's a lot of fights that are taking place that really are taking too long here. A lot of these teams don't have the gear to just make these closes, but you know, it's just going to be important to see what these guys can do when the circle starts to close. We just went into fall here, so we're going to be losing the forts, like you said, but they're getting some last-minute reses as the circle closes here.
Yeah, so Vashan is on this Warden chasing down one of the last members of Harbingers here, but I think it's all for naught, really. I mean, it was a valiant effort, but I don't think it was really worth the time. The castle is now open, which is the very center of this map, and inside of that castle is a legendary gear vendor, which we will see a lot of teams trying to rush towards. It looks like Drop Dead is going to be regrouping here, and maybe trying to take this keep. We have there's two guards left on this keep. Forts just went down. This is probably a good spot to look at, you know, where the overall map is looking at. As you can see, all those forts are going down. We have all of those keeps that are currently being taken, the north, the west, and south, and the east keep. Yeah, this is it's really starting to heat up. We still got 9 teams, 43 players. Man, nobody's gone down yet, but we've seen a lot of slap fights, man. And you know, I'm sure this Vanguard Black team has been a culprit of a lot of them. Furious, catch us up, man. What has this team been up to since the last time we were with you?
So the minute those castle wall gates went down, those dudes were going in, and it looks like I think we might getting an engagement here. They saw them from the castle walls actually fighting and trying to take this keep, or saw this team here with Zivu trying to take this keep. That way they had a respawn. They saw the spell effects going off and decided, you know what, we got our legendary gear, let's go in. Let's have a good time. Might as well, right?
So Vanguard Black is the red and yellow sigil, big sigil here, and Drop Dead is the green sigil. They're going to be moving into this keep. Two really highly competitive, high-skilled teams are going to be clashing here for control of this keep. Now they're trying to use this door as a choke point. This is extremely good strategy.
But my team greater than 0 is coming in the first floor, being a third party right behind them. Nobody can see this, but they're coming in the rear. Little Sunflower in the room is going to get targeted though by my team greater than 0. They're just going to look like they're going to make some final closes here, but reses are down. Greater than 0 chasing people out of this room.
It looks like Vanguard Black is trying to move up to the high ground here, maybe put some damage down. They don't want to become a sandwich in between the three-way fight here. So we got maybe greater than 0 Biz. They might be trying to back out. They probably came in, didn't realize it was already two big teams fighting. Oh my goodness, Vanguard Black jumps out of the balcony and goes down and puts greater than 0 in the middle of the sandwich. What a great positioning play coming from Vanguard Black. I do wonder if they're going to try to force this or they're going to roll out. You know, they do have a lot of aggression, but you know, last time they were super aggressive, they weren't able to win that fight. So you see greater than 0 here. Evil Gandhi's getting a little low on that staircase. Is Evil Gandhi going to go down right here? Okay, he's going to get a little bit of a heal. Oh man. All right, Biz, this is heating up. Evil Gandhi's getting a little low. I think
this is going to be bad.
Evil Gandhi just went down. Greater than 0 just lost 1, 2, 3 people, I believe. Nobody owns this keep. They're going to have to run away. There's Anthrace trying to get out.
They made the choice to join the party. They saw the fighting, they hesitated, and then they still went up those stairs. I got to give it to greater than 0 for making that choice, but Vanguard saw them trying to third party, jumped out the front of the freaking castle, and gave them a good sandwich in for that.
Oh, Yummix putting the capital H on the kill there. I don't know why I said H. I definitely meant K. But putting the capital K on that kill there, just killing that guy, man. Yummix is just going to be cleaning up everybody here. It looks like they did get away though, Biz. It does look like one person got away. Vanguard Black's going to be hunting down the greater than 0, trying to find this last member. They're sniffing him out. Oh, I think they see him, Biz. I think they see him. You got to get out of there, Scipio. Get out of there, Scipio.
Oh, no.
He's going to go down. Oh, no, he's going to go down. Oh, greater than 0's getting eliminated. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, greater than 0. Good try, man. They went out valiantly, though, man. They really did. Congratulations to Vanguard Black for winning that fight. Jumping over with Equinar that now. It looks like he is with a team we haven't been with yet today. This is Average Joe's. Equinar, catch us up, man. What's this team been up to?
So Average Joe's just chased out Beef Brigade from their own keep here. They captured it when Beef Brigade went to run into the castle, and when Beef Brigade came back, they ended up losing 3 of their members. So Beef Brigade's running around somewhere with only 2 members left and nowhere to respawn.
Alrighty, so Average Joe's putting a little bit of the hurt off the screen. It does look like they might be rotating out. So they're gonna be farming all of this trash mobs outside of the castle here. Now these do drop a good bit of gold. They don't drop as much gold as the mobs inside, but this is still a good play, Biz. You know, we've seen a lot of teams try to do this slow rotation around the outside of the castle, right? Getting keeps, maybe back capping the keeps, getting the extra gold that's left out, you know, rather than just rushing right in. And it looks like they're going to be trying to grab this keep, Bizra.
Yeah, some teams will rush to the castle at the end to get to that legendary vendor, but some teams just don't have the resources at this point to get those endgame weapons. It looks like Furious's team here is going to be encountering the Happy Dogs team. Those guys have been, they were fighting the death team forever. Greater than 0. So these guys didn't have too much of a time to get gear, but it looks like the dad team is going to try and hunt them. They're going to steal their real estate. It's free.
Yeah, Average Joe's just going to be taking this keep here, man. Happy Dogs. They saw the blood on Average Joe's weapons, and they're like, no, I don't feel like dealing with you right now. You can go ahead and take this keep. You know, it's gonna get real hairy here. The circle's gonna be coming in, and in about 2 to 3 minutes, these keeps aren't going to be spawnable anymore. You're not going to be able to resurrect at them, and the only place that's going to be available will be the castle in the center of the map. It's really starting to heat up. We got 8 teams, 36 people left. We saw Vanguard Black take out that greater than 0 team. I'm excited to see how Average Joe's is able to compete with their strategy here of farming up all this gold. They might be trying to get into that legendary vendor, Bizra. I mean, having all this gold, sneaking into that legendary vendor, they might be able to pull out some kind of a sneaky win there.
Yeah, Dilbo, it's too late. These keeps all the reses have now been eaten at these keeps. So any hope of a res is going to be at the last castle here in the middle. But it does look like we're going to get some action.
Yeah, it sounds like Rufio does have a fight. Rufio, catch us up, man. This looks to be a pretty big fight by this wall here.
Right, so we had House of Winter. They're just getting into the castle and they saw some people running in, and they're able to chase them down. But as you can see, some things have changed.
Yeah, Vanguard Black seems to be on the hunt once again. Rufio, they're chasing down this Winter Blades team. How many people are left? No, I'm sorry, this is a Harbinger team. How many people are left? I mean, did you see how many people have already died, or?
Well, I was following House of Winter, and a couple of them did go down, but they do have a respawn still, so they were not eliminated as far as I know. And then Soul Reaver's team, the Harbingers, these guys just got caught off guard by, of course, Vanguard.
Yeah, it looks like Vanguard.
They're at 10-0 now, Dilbo.
10-0. They're working on it, man. Oh no, they just sniffed out Happy Dogs. Vishu on this warden here. They're gonna be maybe trying to chase down Happy Dogs now. Happy Dogs is getting spread out, which I'm not necessarily sure is the best decision. Maybe they realize they might not be able to win this fight. They only got 3 here behind this wooden structure. Man, there's gonna be a lot of damage coming out onto Happy Dogs here. Good luck in this fight. I see everybody's health bars getting real low, Bizra. This is a rough fight. This is gonna be a real hard fight for Happy Dogs to pull out.
Happy Dogs spent 5 minutes fighting with greater than 0, and I think both teams really are going to suffer from lack of farming gear. But we did see Happy Dogs have a huge hold at that fort versus the Death Team greater than 0, and they're doing a good job holding here. It looks like Vanguard, does have more gear than them because they've been farming more, but they are going to hold pretty strong. Sheikah going low in the middle. It looks like they're going to make the final kill there on Sheikah, though.
Yeah, so Happy Dogs is the brown and black sigil. Vanguard Black is the red and yellow sigil. And Vanguard Black has been, they've just been on the hunt. This is what they did in their qualifier round, man. They just really hunted down every team they could see. They already have 1 stack of that buff for the hunger damage, so they already have 10% resistance. They eliminate Angry Joe's here. I'm sorry, not Angry Joe's, Happy Dogs here. And they're going to get another stack of that. They're going to clean up 1 more person. Is this going to be the final kill of Happy Dogs here? We see 1 person left from Happy Dogs. Unless another person escaped, I'm not 100% certain. He's doing a hell of a job staying up. 1 person did get out. Oh my goodness. All right. So Happy Dogs lives the fight another day. They're probably looking at them standing around. They're like, wait, what? We didn't kill everybody? they didn't understand that one. So, man, yeah, okay. Happy Dogs did get out. So this is really starting to heat up, Bizzer. We got 8 teams, 28 people left. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. We're going to see Vanguard Black maybe move towards this castle here. Nobody does own the castle, and we're almost halfway through winter, Biz.
Yeah, there are no other reses than this castle, and there's just moments left on the res here. So any team that wants this res needs to get inside and kill the guards. Looks like our boys Vanguard are rolling up on a Winter Blades team here, though, and they're probably going to go shark mode again.
Yeah, they already. I can't remember if they already fought these guys or not. I think my memory recalls that they did. They just took out 1 member already. Vanguard Black, they're doing their thing again, man. They're just chasing down the enemy. Look at it. They're just running for their lives, man. They're trying to get out, trying to regroup in this fight. They're just in chase mode, Biz. They just don't care. They're just chasing down anybody they see right now.
Yeah, they better stay together, though. An inopportune fight could cost Vanguard here. There is a dad team, it looks like, on top of the wall. The Average Joes laying down some damage on them. Vanguard's going to notice, and looks like they're going to start moving backwards here, though. Yeah, they're going to disengage. They want none of that heat right now. No three-way for them.
It's not all about just running into a brick wall and trying to kill people no matter what, man. It's about making sure that if you're taking a fight, you're going to win that fight. And losing a person right now is very, very bad. There's only 7 minutes left in this match. The circle is closing faster and faster. And you know, if you lose one person here and another team has all five of their members left and you have 4, that's a hard fight to win, man. So you got to play really smart here. You got to make sure you're not taking fights that will lead to your death. And we have a lot of teams on this castle here, Biz. We got a lot of teams spread out. It looks like that Harbinger's member on the left there, he might go down. He just did the Titan Berserk. He's gonna dive in. Harbinger's goes down. Okay, so I think he died to the circle there. So I'm not sure if anybody actually got that kill. It looks like he dived into the circle, so nobody was able to gather that buff. I mean, it's smart plays, but man, all right. So now we got a big fight here, Biz. We got Vanguard Black, which is the yellow and red sigil, versus Drop Dead, which is that green flower sigil. Big fight on the top part of this castle here as the circle is pushing them towards this ledge. This is going to be a big one, Biz.
It's a very, very risky battle to take on the ledge, and it looks like a huge push. Dudes go down.
Oh no! Yeah, Vanguard Black, they have to retreat with their boy. They can't. When somebody gets disengaged like that, you gotta follow up. You cannot leave your teammate alone. You have to stay together right now. This is anybody that gets caught out will die in moments like this. This is wildcard round 3, Biz. This is the final wildcard. This is the final chance for all of these teams to be able to get into the finals tomorrow, and they got to make sure they're taking these engagements properly. It looks like Vanguard Black is going to be re-engaging on Drop Dead here, and Drop Dead is going to they're going to pull they're going to jump off the bridge there and be like, nope, you got to follow us down here. Come on, man, fight Drop Dead, fight Vanguard Black. Let's do it. Oh man.
Yeah, Vanguard's not gonna leave them, man. They're hungry. They smell blood in the water, and they want those laptops. They're just 5 minutes left. There's no reses. There is no opportunity for failure or for mistakes here, because if you let your team down, you're out of this baby. Let me bring you in a little closer. It looks like we've got a dad team in there. That's the Average Joes.
Yeah, we got
our Vanguard
got a little
boys
sandwich
here.
action, Bizra. Little sandwich action. We got Average Joes in that house there. They were having a little party, a little meeting about what their plan was for the rest of this match. They're gonna come out. Murder Hobos is gonna go down. They just got eliminated by Beef Brigade, is what that just said. So okay, all right, Murder Hobos is now down. 6 teams, 20 people left. We also did just get informed that Vanguard Black was able to secure that kill on the Harbingers.
Oh,
Beef Brigade now gets eliminated as well. Oh no! So we've had 2 teams go down. This is going to be a big fight, man. This is going to be a big ending circle here, Bizra.
Yeah, they're just trying to clean up the surrounding mobs. That way they don't get pushed or pulled, by a random creature here. We're going to see teams start grouping up in their own little sections and getting pretty much their buffs out. Oh, looks like one of my Happy Boys is going down. Happy Dogs is going to get chased in the corner. I'll bring you in close.
Happy Dogs just got eliminated by Vanguard Black. So Vanguard Black now has 3 stacks of that buff, Bizra. They are sitting really pretty, man. They played really well in their qualifier round. I'm sure they want to pull this one out, man. They're playing like a well-oiled machine right now. Look at all these teams fighting over here. We have Average Joes versus Drop Dead versus Vanguard Black, all in the corner of this circle here. They're using the circle as an extra member. You see Vanguard Black kind of has them up against the wall, making sure that they can't claim the center of the circle for themselves. Just the rotation. This is high level Crowfall right here, man. You see the positioning and the rotation around the circle, trying to make sure that they are never in between one team and the circle and be in a bad situation. It looks like
spread are going to cost them though. They gotta stay together,
Drop Dead's really spread out, man. Drop Dead's really spread out. I don't know about this. Vashon is getting really low right here. Deckbreaker coming out. Vashon I'm not sure. He needs to get out of this fight, Biz. Oh, there's Zebu. Zebu's coming to help.
See it though. Out of the corner there, you see the ice from Vanguard.
Yeah, you see the ice coming. There's Vanguard Black seeing the fight. They're like, oh, you guys are real low over here. I'm gonna take you out. 13 people left, 12 people left, 4 teams. Vanguard Black still has 5 members left. This is a massive fight. It looks like this HOA member here, I'm sorry, I can't remember the team name, but it looks like he's getting really low as well. This Average Joe's member's getting really low. House of Winter just got eliminated by Vanguard Black. Vanguard Black now has 4 stacking buffs. 3 teams left, 9 players. This is it. This is the last wild card round. This is the final moment before the finals These teams are literally 2 minutes away from getting into the finals of the Eternal Champions Series, man. Nobody wants to be the last team to die, Biz. Oh no, they got to stay together.
They did not stay together. They got spread, and the Vanguard guys just saw people alone, and they picked them apart. You know, if you're not swimming with the pack, man, these sharks are going to eat you alive, and that's exactly what happened. Looks like Vanguard's going to hold on to the last minutes here, trying to get Zivu down from Drop Dead.
Yeah, so Vanguard Black still has 5 people. There he is. Drop Dead's going to go down. Zivu's going to go down. So Vanguard Black was able to secure their position into the finals, and now Average Joe's knows that they're in as well. So Vanguard Black's just going to clean up this match. Look at them, Biz. They had 5 people left at the end, and you know, Average Joe's had 2 and Drop Dead had 1, and that's how you win Hunger Dome right there, baby. That was an incredible ending. Oh, and they're hitting us with the dance moves too. I love it.
Oh, those moves,
I love it.
Dilbo. Oh my
what
goodness.
A great match, Bizra. What a great match, man. Just
Dance
outstanding.
It out, dance it out.
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Man, congratulations to Vanguard Black, matching the record for most kills. They couldn't get one more for me. Come on, man. So they've gotten 27 kills twice in this tournament, but this time they were able to win it. Average Joe's was able to get second place, so they're going into the finals as well. They took really strategical fights throughout the entire match. Then we got, unfortunately, Drop Dead wasn't able to pull it out, but all these teams really played really well today, Biz. Congratulations for everybody getting into this wild card round, being able to get to this point in the tournament, and just an outstanding showing from all these players, Biz.
Yeah, a lot of teams were aggressive today. A lot of teams were able to get kills and give us some, really good fights. We did see some early slapbox fights that were a little interesting, but these dudes are making their own choices and trying to flex their muscles, and it is what it is. The one that ended up on top, though, Vanguard Black, 27 kills, 0 deaths. My guys, the Sharks, man, really infallible performance. 24 caps, 106 assists, just huge damage from these guys all around. You got to give it to Average Joe's, though, getting that second place. But yeah, good performance from Vanguard Black. Props to Yumix for leading that team to the victory.
Oh my God.
And Vishu, man, 299k damage.
Look at that, man.
Really lighting them up.
Look at that. Vishu on that Warden Yumix on the Archmage, man. Holy crap. That was just a great showing. That was a great showing of just Crowfall, high skill level play from all these players. And man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of biased here. I was rooting for Vanguard Black. They just did what they should have done in the qualifying rounds, but they sealed their spot into the finals. Man, excellent match from all of the competitors, man. Just great seeing all of these guys, and Vanguard Black getting that win, and Average Joe's getting second place. Congratulations to everybody. Just great match, Biz. Great match.
That was crazy. Definitely, we expected Vanguard to be able to, be aggressive and to make those early round eliminations. But what they didn't do in the other rounds was, survive until that final moment. But they came back in the wild cards. They had something to prove, and they brought it. Hats off to Vanguard. They are a top European guild, and I know Yumix runs a really tight ship. These guys min-max pretty much every aspect of the game, and they're a top tier team. Nothing bad to say about them. They earned their spot. And then Average Joe's, man, taking second. They did build a good team and held it to the end there with Sambuca right in that final circle, man. Hats off to you guys too. But yeah, definitely not what we expected to see with a lot of those teams, heavy hitters on the list. But I'm happy that the Vanguard team is moving forward for sure.
Great showing from everybody. Thank you so much for competing, man. That wild cards around, Biz, they're over. The only thing we got left is 35 minutes of a finals match tomorrow. I cannot wait to see it. If that got you excited, if you're like, man, Crowfall looks like a lot of fun, make sure you go to crowfall.com, sign up, get into the beta, go play Hunger Dome, man. Go play the rest of the MMO. It's a great time, man. It's this huge high skill game, and it's really rewarding to get good at. It's a lot of fun. So we gotta but we're gonna be talking about more about the winners. We're gonna do these interviews once again, catch up with the guys that we interviewed at the beginning of the match, but we do gotta talk about our signature sponsor Razer. We collaborated with them to be able to get some awesome Crowfall artwork on some mouse pads, Bizra, and those are just outstanding, man. I still haven't bought myself one. I need to do that.
Dilbo, would you look at that? I just have to give a shout out to the art team. Look at those skies, man. Like, really good job. These are top tier artists laying out their work, and thanks to Razer for putting their great work onto these mouse pads for us.
So go to razorstore.com, pick yourself up a mouse pad. Thank you so much for Razer sponsoring the entire Eternal Champions Series. We got 1 day left tomorrow, the finals, but everything has been leading up to Bizra. And man, it's just to see where we started and where we are now. It's been great to see. But one person, that's been, part of this, part of Crowfall for a long time. Unfortunately, Zivu from Drop Dead, they weren't able to pull out the win, man, but he's going to be joining us right now for a quick little post-game interview. Zivu, apologies you couldn't win that one, man, but still, great showing, man. Great showing from your team.
All good. We didn't get as much early fights as we anticipated, and it showed in the long run. Umix's team grabbed control of that match through and through entirely. It sucks to see all the practice go fallen, but it is what it is. We'll be back next year, hopefully.
What's in store for your team? Are you guys going to try and stick together and come back next round, or are you going to mix it up a little bit? Maybe, keep some members in check? What are you going to do going forward, do you think?
I don't know. I like the team that I play with. We have a lot of different play styles in the group, so it really helps kind of balance things. We tried a little bit play style than the first one, and that it didn't work as well as we intended. So we got to go back to the drawing books, but I definitely think we're keeping everyone there as long as they want to play. Everyone still has that competitive drive.
That's the best thing about Crowfall, right? It's like even though you guys weren't able to pull this out and get into the finals, it was still I'm sure it was still a lot of fun competing in this, getting, Crowfall provides that hardcore PvP that you don't get in a lot of places. So unfortunately you guys weren't able to pull it out, but I'm sure still it was a lot of fun. I do have one question for you. In the very final circle there, I was watching. I was like, come on, Zivu, pull this out. What was going through your head, man? Because you were the last person alive on your team. Like, what were you trying to pull off there?
Yeah. So a lot of it in that final circle, especially when there's a team of 5, it's positioning. And Sambuca's team played really well to anti-position. So what I was trying to do is trying to place myself behind their team. So then Umix has to go through them to hit me. But Sambuca, they saw this and they kept rotating around. And at that point, when you have a team of 5 and there's 3 people left, you choose who you want to play in finals. I'll take it as a compliment. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at
finals. That's all right. But so they played well and kind of chose. But yeah, that was the plan, was trying to get behind them.
No, you guys definitely took every fight I saw. If there was one thing you could do differently or one moment you could change from that, is there a fight you wouldn't have taken?
I actually think it's the opposite. I think we should have taken a fight. We had Umix's team on the cliff up top right after Castle with the Hunger closing in. It would have been a really nice fight to do because Umix's mobility was hindered like a lot up on that cliff. I knocked them off so our team could reset, but I think that was just the wrong move. I think we really could have just got rid of at least one of their members there, and then hopefully the other teams of 5 that were left in the final circle could have pitched in a little bit, maybe taking out another team member, and they couldn't have dominated in that final circle as they did. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, Zivu. Well, hey, man. So apologies that you couldn't do it, but still great showing, man. Thank you so much for playing Crowfall. Thank you so much for competing, and I hope to see you in game and in the next Eternal Champions Series, man.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
All right, Zivu. See you, brother. Man, yeah, it's always biz. It's always I'm like, man, I'm like, Zivu, you're a good dude, man. I love you, but like I feel so bad that they weren't able to pull that out, But he seemed like he he still had a great time. And that's Crowfall for you, man. It's a competitive game. It's a competitive game, and you're not always going to be able to win every match.
Yeah, I like what he said too. Even though they didn't win, they're going to still stick together and try and make it happen again later on. Hats off to them for that.
All right, so the second interview we have is with Beef Dad of Beef Brigade. They weren't able to pull it out, but they still played great. We were watching them throughout the match. Beef Dad, what's going on, man? What's your analysis of that match?
I think we played really well. We quickly identified what errors we made early on, and we shouldn't have taken a fight when we didn't have a respawn. But couple things we could have fixed, but it's the way it goes. But everyone played really well.
Do you feel being aggressive was what cost you the match? There when you didn't have the res?
I think so. I mean, because of a fight we took without the res, we were down 2 members going into the castle. I think what we should have done is just stayed on the keep and trapped it up for people to push it and try to backcap it. But we decided to go into the castle, farm a little bit, and then come back when someone tried to cap it. I think that was the error there. But I mean, all in all, it was a great fight outside of the keep that we had. We got a lot of damage off. We definitely pressured them a bit and stopped what plan they had, at least for a little bit. So
if there's another Eternal Champions Series, you guys coming back, you're gonna bring the Beef Brigade back and try to go for it again?
Yeah, I would love to. I had a lot of fun playing with these guys. Nert and Mora definitely know their stuff and definitely great people to play with. So I had a lot of fun. I hope they'll want to do it again. So
that's awesome. Now you guys, played pretty much only played together for a little bit. You said it was kind of a new team. You think you're going to keep with these guys?
Of course. I mean, you can only grow. So it's only up from here.
Heck yeah.
I'm excited to see you guys, in the future continuing to play in Hunger Dome and then, even out in Dregs, competing that way. It's cool to see how the transition between Hunger Dome and Dregs has really kind of formed these teams that didn't necessarily exist 2 months ago, even out in the open world. You talked about Nert. I mean, he's been out doing his thing for a long time, and so now he's got a group to roll around with. So really great. I mean, really great showing from you guys. Sorry you couldn't pull it out, but thanks for competing and and putting on the best show you can.
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Beef Dad. Appreciate you, man. So thanks to everybody. Thanks to all of our competitors, all of the viewers, everybody for helping put on this great wild card round. We've had 6 qualifiers. Now we're down 3 wild cards, and each one of them has been great. And that was just I'm still got my adrenaline's just I'm kind of crashing now from the adrenaline of the end of that match, because that was wild, man. So, but one thing that we've been doing to give back to you guys is we've been partnered with Alienware. We did a Crowfall game Twitter account kind of challenge. If you went to their Twitter account and you retweeted this image sponsored by Alienware, you're going to win an awesome piece of Crowfall history, which is the Crowfall Eternal Champions Series t-shirt. And I got some winners for you guys, and you guys know how I am with names, so I guarantee you I'm going to say some of these wrongs, but you will get a message in your inbox. There were 6 Ganetians in the background of that image, and here are the winners. We have Alpin Colin, Hermeos Mora TV, Hey Zernal, Dave Prince 13, Onhrez, P Oliver 85, Juvens TV, and Filer. Congratulations, everybody, for getting the correct number of Ganetians on this image, getting yourself a t-shirt, a piece of Crowfall history, and come back tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the last time you guys will be able to get yourself one of those t-shirts sponsored by our wonderful sponsor, Alienware. So Bizarre, that wasn't the only thing people were able to win today. The Twitch drops, man. People love these damn Twitch drops. I love them. I'm so happy. I got mounts and sigils and totems and all types of stuff for days now. I can deck out all my characters. What were the wonderful people able to win today? And if they come back tomorrow, what can they win tomorrow?
Yeah, everybody's getting rewarded today. You get a t-shirt, you get a drop. Today, every 15 minutes, we got the spider, the purple dragon statue, and the Valken sigil. All great rewards. If you claim them in your inbox, they'll go directly right in your inbox in game. We also have rewards tomorrow. The purple throne there for your Eternal Kingdom. We have the Gold Heroes Condemnation Sigil. And we have the Crow's Spirit Totem. That'll give you +2 damage bonus. So tune in tomorrow to get those rewards.
Yeah, so make sure you go to crowfall.com/Twitch, get your account linked up. Tomorrow is the last day for these Twitch drops for this event. Hopefully we'll have more Twitch drops throughout, Crowfall's existence, I guess is what the word I'm looking for. But there's only those Twitch drops are the only those Twitch drops you can only get here. So make sure you guys are going to crowfall.com/Twitch, linking up, and you tune in tomorrow for some more awesome drops. All right, we're gonna do our closing remarks from our spectators, and this guy that we have talked to every single day, he's just calling him Biz Furious, the man with the magic beard. How is every single one of your teams winning this damn tournament?
Well, I got not all of them, but I got a pretty damn good record. Pardon my French. I got a good record going. I can't. The Vanguard Black, man, they put on a killer showing, man. That was just great. Third party in fights they needed to. They were just on top of it, hitting those hunger camps early, hitting multiple griffins early, while other teams were fighting it out over forts and stuff. Man, they really took advantage. And then hitting the castle, they hit the castle as soon as those doors dropped. Nobody else hit the castle. It appeared as though, at least from what I could tell, that no one else was hitting that castle early. And I mean, it paid off. They were able to get that high quality gear early, and then come right back out and start taking the fight to people, man. They just finished them off, keeping people on the run. It was great to watch, man. Beef Brigade, it was fun watching them. And I know earlier in the match how we didn't quite get to see if they had escaped or not, and I was able to kind of watch them. And yeah, like you heard him say, 3 of them were able to make it through, and unfortunately they weren't able to get that castle cap that they were looking to get all 5 members back. But I mean, they did their damnedest, and it was fun watching them as well. And shout out to Zivu. I'm glad that those dudes are hungry. I'm glad to hear that even though teams aren't going to be there in the finals, that these teams of 5 or maybe more that they got sitting on the sideline are just hungry and ready to come back for the next one. I'm ready to see them. And yeah, it's just been great. It's just been an awesome tourney, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
I'm excited for tomorrow too, man. He's gonna be brushing that beard, rubbing it, man. Get
it going, baby. Beard. Get it going.
Twitch.tv/Furious Beard Show, man. Make sure you're checking out. He'll be back tomorrow once again. See you, brother.
Have a good one, guys.
Checking in with Rufio next. You know him, you love him, the man, the myth, the legend. Rufio, what did you think about that match, man?
Oh, what an incredible match. It's so fun to see the aggressive play style, the dedication that these guys have to put in the time, and to see them put that out in front of everybody. It's just absolutely amazing to see how skilled, coordinated. They're just so disciplined, and their comps are great. And so it's great to actually see a lot of fights today. And it wasn't really the hunger that was taking everybody out. It was people, people fighting each other, and that's what we love to see in Hunger Dome. So huge shout out to Vanguard. Those guys just nailed it. They definitely did a great job today.
It's gonna be
wild. They did. I mean, that they did that in the qualifiers, and the fact that they were able to pull out the win in the wild card, that's good. I mean, that's great. So all right, make sure you guys stick around. We're rating Rufio after this. Twitch.tv/Rufio. He'll be able to answer all of your Crowfall questions. He's a very knowledgeable guy, so appreciate you, Rufio. See you tomorrow, man.
See you.
All right, going over to Equinar, last but certainly not least. Equinar, man, what did you think of that match? Vanguard Black, they showed up, man. They showed up.
Yeah, they did. I'm as upset as you are that they couldn't get that one more kill. It's super unfortunate.
Yeah, man.
So close, yet
maybe
so
they'll do it in the
far.
finals for us.
Yeah, maybe they will. It was interesting today, though. Like, we saw hyper aggression. We only saw one team actually make their way deep enough into the castle to purchase stuff. But we actually didn't see any team go for the secure on it, or at least not successfully secure it. I think
that was
the first
interesting.
time that we actually saw a castle go down where it was still captured by the guards.
Yeah, that was actually really interesting. Nobody took that castle. I guess everybody thought they didn't need it or something. I don't know what that was about, but all right, Equinar, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
helping out twitch.tv/Equinar. Appreciate you, brother.
Later, buddy.
All right, busy man. The wild card round 3. I can't believe a month ago we started this. Tomorrow is the last day, the finals, man. I cannot wait to see these teams compete tomorrow. All of the first and second place teams for the wild cards. Just, it's going to be a great showing, and all of these teams that are going to be competing tomorrow really have, you know, a lot that they're trying to win, and it's really cool to see Crowfall and you know, all of our sponsors and everybody be able to give back to the community and put on a great show. The final should be a great one tomorrow, Biz.
Yeah, today was like super crazy. The other wild cards were good as well, but today with the showing from these top teams and just, you know, Vanguard just chasing the Winterblades team up the hill there into the UXA team. Sorry, I'm forgetting names, but just it was just fight after fight, and you know, as our interview said, Zivu said they were just savage. They didn't care. They were just trying to get those early closes, and it really made for a good showing for the people and for the tournament, because, you know, it shows what dedication and teamwork and preparation and execution can really do. You know, you can come into this and just pick it up and get into Crowfall and have fun with it, or you can really, you know, fine tune it like a car and get all cylinders firing. And I think one thing these guys did was they brought it down to a science and they executed it all the way to the end. Tomorrow is gonna be crazy, man. I'm just excited to see what it brings. But yeah, it's gonna be wild.
All right, Busy. Where can we find you on your socials, man?
Yeah, sure. Check me out by searching for Bizra on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. To be a part of my Crowfall team, check out my guild Hacks on the Crowfall forums. Other guilds there too, not just me. And for the best moves in Crowfall, check out my man Chad Rodell69 on TikTok.
All right, Busy. Appreciate you, man. We'll play it. We got a siege tonight, so we'll be on Crowfall tonight, man. And I'll see you tomorrow, brother. Alrighty, so we're closing up. We gotta pay our dues once more for our advertisers. Alienware helping us out with those laptops for our competitors and giving you guys those awesome t-shirts for via the Crowfall game Twitter account. So thank you so much to Alienware for sponsoring the entire Eternal Champions Series. Intel with the Core i9 10th generation processor. I got this processor in both of my computers, my gaming and my streaming rig, and it helps Crowfall run buttery smooth. And our signature sponsor, Razer, with their Chroma series integrated peripherals, their Naga mouse, their Black Widow keyboard, and their Siren microphone. Thank you so much for all of our sponsors making this tournament happen and helping Crowfall grow every single day. All right, guys. So this was an awesome wild card round. I can't believe it's coming to an end. We got one day left. We got tomorrow. We got the finals, man. Make sure you guys are here for it. It's gonna be Crowfall history, man. We're gonna be able to look back and be able to remember this. It's gonna be a big moment. So I'm super excited for it. Congratulations to the winner, the first and second place winners today, Vanguard Black and Average Joe's, and congratulations to all the competitors throughout the entire tournament up until this point. Thank you so much for supporting Crowfall and supporting, Hunger Dome and in this tournament. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. My name is Dilbo Davgins. That's Dilbo with a B. You can check me out on twitch.tv/Dilbo Davgins. I can help you learn the game Crowfall, and I'm streaming every single day. So I'll see you guys around, and I'm excited for tomorrow's finals.